Hey y'all, it's me, Tara Strong, aka Miss Minutes for Bama Geeks. I hope you're ready to watch, and if you don't, I will have to prune you. Stay on your sacred timeline.
And hello. Welcome
Hi.
to the Bama Geeks. We are live streaming on YouTube. Hope you're doing well tonight. If you are in the chat, please jump in, say hello, make yourself known. We'll put you up on screen. So if you're new to the Bama Geeks, I'm Brock Parker. That's my wife, Jess.
I'm over here. Hello.
And down below her, of course, is Bo Bearden.
Howdy.
And normally Kevin Gardner is here, but we sent him to prison. It's just how it goes sometimes. He's doing fine. He should be back next time. So instead, tonight, right below me, we are thrilled to welcome once again Joe Crowe, a dear friend of ours.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Joe. Welcome back.
And he is the co-director of the Dragon Con American Sci-Fi Classics track. We are absolutely less than 2 weeks away.
Ooh.
Don't panic, Joe. It's okay. We are less than 2 weeks away from Dragon Con. So Ghostbusters and everything that we love, because we are awesome and old. Everything we love happens in the American Sci-Fi Classics track. So we're thrilled to have Joe on with us, and we'll discuss Dragon Con and everything, what we can look forward to coming up.
Yeah.
But first of all, our good friend Skylar Davis in the chat.
Hi, Skylar.
Hey, Skylar. He said, had to tune in tonight since I'm coming to my first Dragon Con.
Oh,
welcome.
Yes.
Welcome. And of course, the ever lovely Chase Ambrose.
Handsome Chase
Greetings,
Ambrose.
fools. Cover Commander boys. We all know Chase really well. And we're really looking forward to seeing you there, Skylar. We have not met Skylar in person, even though we've been friends with him online for quite a while. So
that happens a lot.
As these things happen. Yeah.
I've met a lot of dear friends for the first time in person at Dragon Con, so it's a good meeting ground.
Absolutely.
there were two sisters, two ladies who I met like at the very first website I worked with 20 years ago. I met them online, and they just came to Dragon Con 2 years ago because I bugged them to death, and they finally said, "Okay, fine." And
we'll
they
go.
love
We'll
it.
go.
Yeah, and they love it, and they've been back every year since.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, this is Dragon Con is a massive family reunion for us. I know I've been going to PKE Surge, which is the Ghostbusters convention within Dragon Con. So our big gathering. I'm one of the few that have been going since the first one. I haven't missed a one since they started it in 2009. And that was my first Dragon Con. I know Chase in the chat has been going to Dragon Con for ages, and is always there. He and his wife Katie, and Bo came in 2010 and has been coming ever since.
Yeah, I missed the first surge, but once I was in that second year, I've been hooked. I did. That was the only year I did one day, and it wore me out, but it was still worth it. Now I come the whole weekend.
Yeah, you had to stop on the way home because you were there for that one day.
Yeah, it was like my first experience was I drove over that Friday night. Then we got this. I had to get up at the crack of dawn to get my my 1 day pass, and then we did that, and then we did the surge dinner. We did the parade that morning, did everything else, the surge dinner that night, and then I left about shortly before 11 p.m. or around 11 p.m. Drove home, and I made it all the way to Oxford, and then I had to like stop in the Home Depot parking lot there and take a nap because I was and then I was like, yep, never one day again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chase, you are the veteran for sure of us.
Yep.
Yes.
Chase says his first Dragon Con was 1998. When was yours, Joe?
I believe my first one was 99.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, let's say 99. And it might have been 2000. I think it was 99. Because I was working for a website in Tuscaloosa called Hecklers Online, and they recruited me to start up a sci-fi website, and me and a couple other people, and like every website in the year 2000, we crashed and burned almost immediately.
You were heckled out of there.
Yes. And so they gave me the old boot ski pretty fast, but not before they sent me with a guest pass to DragonCon to cover it that first year. And I did interviews, I took pictures, it was a whole thing.
Yeah. My first year was 2016, and
That's where we met.
that's where we met.
Mhm.
It's where I met a lot of the core group of my people that are now a part of my life was in 2016. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Katie's first year or two, I think, and we met, and friendships form out of DragonCon, and here we are. Like Brock said, it is the family reunion. It's that's what it becomes for us now, more than anything else. So, and you get to see some cool celebrities, and go to some great panels, and but y'all, just in case anybody here doesn't know, we keep talking about Surge. We're talking about PKE Surge, which is now listed as the oldest annual gathering of Ghostbusters fans in the world.
Yep.
Yep. See, Katie I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah. 2016.
The oldest gathering of a lot of the oldest.
Yep.
the oldest gathering of the most awesome.
Thank you.
That's right.
Ghostbusters in the world.
Joe has taught us a new word. By the way, it's awesome now. We can't
say we're old. We're awesome.
That's right, because we're so awesome that it hurts when we climb stairs.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And the sad thing about DragonCon is if you need to take an elevator, you're going to be sitting there a while.
Mm-hmm.
You must go up to go down.
Yeah. Unless you stay in the Cortland. Then the elevators aren't that bad, but then again, you may get evicted from your room before you get into DragonCon. So.
Oh, what a mess it has been this year.
Cortland Grand it used to be the Sheraton and was run really well for years.
Mm-hmm.
And the last 2 years, they've been the Cortland Grand under Wyndham Hotels. And
we had a scare. We thought we lost our room, and thankfully we got it back. But
a lot of people did lose their rooms, and a lot of people right now still are posting, like in the official DragonCon group, hey, we just got shifted over to the Omni from the Cortland Grand. So yeah, this close to the con, and people are having their reservations moved to other hotels from this place, and it's like, oh, so. I don't know what kind of strings you can pull, Joe, but hopefully
I might make it worse.
I don't think it's going to get much worse if you're at the Cortland. Have mercy. They've been having some issues. But we're still slated that, we're still slated to be there.
Mm-hmm.
We've been staying there for, oh, golly.
Well, they said
at least 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was good until it changed ownership.
Yeah, well, there was that one year that they had Legionnaire's disease.
Yes.
Yeah. Which was the same year that we did not have air in our room, was it not?
Oh,
yes. Yeah, that was a great year too.
Yeah.
They
shut down
cleared out the Legionnaire's disease, but forgot the AC.
They brought us some nice box fans though.
Oh yeah, had a great box
It's
fan.
been a mixed bag because there was one year we got there, like somehow they didn't have our room ready, and then they wound up and we got thrown into like one of the big spacious corner rooms, which is still like my favorite room. That's probably my favorite DragonCon year. What was that? That was what,
2014.
2014. That was a fun DragonCon.
That's when Ryan and Evelyn and Todd, all from Vancouver, from the Ghostbusters of British Columbia, came down, and we had Ryan Kemp staying with us in our room that year. And Ryan, if you didn't know Ryan and you're a Ghostbusters, been part of the Ghostbusters fandom, if you didn't know Ryan, you missed out. He unfortunately passed away, and 2015.
One of my favorite memories from when he stayed for us, I remember because we kept it cold in there, and the poor guy, he was diabetic, and he always ran cold. But I will never forget. This was like we came in after because he would be asleep at the odd times compared to us.
Yeah.
But we came into the room one time. He was sitting in like the provided office chair of the room, wrapped in a I think he was in his full flight suit still.
Yeah.
Wrapped in a sleeping blanket, sleeping upright like this.
He was covered. The blanket
his head was
him.
covered too. Yes.
Yeah, he looked like a ghost in a sheet just sitting there.
He looked like a giant cocoon type thing.
Yeah. Because we had it so cold in there. And I felt horrible, but he was fine. But Ryan was a dear friend to a lot of us, and there's one person on this face of this earth I miss is Ryan.
We could gush about that guy for hours.
Yeah. But hopefully if you're heading to Dragon Con this year, hopefully your hotel is good.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you're not being evicted. Less than 2 weeks. Unbelievable.
2 weeks.
So we wanted to have Joe on here again with us. He joined us a few months ago, and like I said at the beginning, the Dragon Con American Sci-Fi Classics track is one of our absolute favorite.
Yep.
Joe lives in that room.
Mm-hmm.
So he's frozen.
Yeah, Joe's. There he comes.
There he is. Look who it is.
Look at there.
Look at that, our good friend Roberto.
And I thought he said he was only going to be listening. Look at him. Look at him participating in the chat.
That's right.
Thank you, Roberto.
Hey, Roberto. Ectovator, Boogeyman, Roberto Cop in the house, y'all.
Our dancing Jawa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Michael Jackson Trooper, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Michael Jackson
Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
He has many aliases.
Yeah.
When I don't think I've met Mr. Roberto, but Domo Arigato. I'm sorry, but we're talking Boogeyman, like WWE's Boogeyman.
I don't
know
which
Boogeyman. Are there worms? That is all I'm asking.
I don't think that Boogeyman, not the one he's going to get you.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. He has Don Condor Man one year.
Yes, he was Condor Man.
Oh wow.
That's cool. And it's funny that you say Domo Arigato is he actually has done that costume.
Mr.
Roboto.
I haven't even seen it, but excellent.
Roberto is a man of many talents when it comes to these things. You never know what he's going to pop up as. But that one year he did Condor Man. I was like, oh, that's impressive. I think Roberto, correct us if we're wrong. You won an award in in the costume contest that year, right?
I think he had the fully extendable wings and everything, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. But so yeah, while we're sitting here, Joe, Roberto says he's panicking.
That's the exact mode to be in 2 weeks before Dragon Con.
Yeah.
Except for us, we're just sewing patches on our casual Ghostbuster shirts. Jess and I have not done anything massive in years. Mm-hmm. We need to get back to it. But anyway, why we're here is for Joe. And we want to hear all about what's happening this year for the American Sci-Fi Classics track.
Well, we against everyone's better judgment, we start programming on Thursday instead of, and we were one of the first tracks to do that. And I think all the other tracks may be a little mad at us because now they have to start Thursday also. It was an accident. And here's the story. There's a group called the Dragon Con Newbies. And if this is your first year, Skylar up in the chat, there's a group called Dragon Con Newbies. And they do tours that tell you where everything is. And those guys got on the schedule and they were doing stuff Thursday in their first year. So they added a day to the schedule gizmo that we all fill out with our schedules every year. And myself and my co-director Gary, we were looking through it and said, hey, there's an open times for Thursday. And we were like, ooh, let's put panels there. And then we like packed out our room on the 2 or 3 panels that we did. And it's been chaos ever since. But starting on Thursday, we are doing, yes. What we're doing on Thursday is, now our buddies in the American SF Fantasy Media track, which is, I believe, the shows that are on TV right now, they are always host a geek sing-along on the first night of con. On Thursday night. And so they just put words to TV themes and movie themes on the screen, and everybody sings. They put it in a big ballroom. Everybody goes nutso. While they are doing that, we are doing a panel called, this is only the second time we've done it, we're doing a sci-fi music video book club. And what we're doing is we're picking out every person on the panel is picking out a music video, probably from the 80s, since, music videos. If it has some kind of sci-fi connection, and then we're really digging into them and analyzing them. And by that, I mean, making fun of KC and the Sunshine Band. Because that's the one I'm picking this year. It's Give It Up by KC, and there's animatronic lizards in it. It's crazy. But the craziest music video is Billy Ocean's. It's not Caribbean Queen, is it? I think it may be, but it is like a Star Wars movie.
No, I know which one it is. I know which one it is.
It's not Caribbean Queen, is it?
It's Loverboy.
Thank you. Dang it. It is Loverboy. And
talk to me about 80s music,
Yeah, exactly. But no, that video is amazing.
Katie with Katie there. See, that is why they're good friends. They're on that same wavelength.
We know.
Oh, and later I'm gonna skip ahead. We are doing for the, I don't know how many years in a row. It's somebody's first year at Dragon Con every year, but we started doing a very fun thing where we get a group of folks and we do table reads of TV episode scripts. And this year, Jess and Brock are going to be involved. But this year,
yes, you are.
And this we're doing 2 episodes. We're doing 1 episode of Out of This World, a quickly canceled, I think, sitcom where a girl was half an alien and she had powers, and her dad spoke to her through a crystal, like a rectangle, not a rectangle, it was like an octagonal crystal.
Yeah.
And the crystal's voice, her father's voice, was Burt Reynolds.
Oh,
he's not making this up. He's not.
I'm not
lying.
making
This
awesome.
exists.
I'm not making any of this up. And then we are getting together with another group at Dragon Con, a cosplay group that has sprung up in the last few years, the Mrs. Ropers. And it is I know, again, this is real. A supporting character from a 70s sitcom, Mrs. Roper, now has new life at Dragon Con, and everybody just puts on orange wigs and caftans.
Yeah.
It's the easiest cosplay. May not be the easiest.
And comfortable.
So comfortable. And exactly. The Chase is going to be on the panel. He is, and he's going to be, it says here he's going to be Chrissy. So
in full dress.
Yeah, Jay says, I have a special announcement. I'm invited again to participate in the table read. One of the shows we're doing is Three's Company, and I'll be in full drag as Chrissy, Suzanne Summers. So,
he's got.
I hope you have a thigh master. Better have a thigh master with you.
Oh, you got to, Chase. Bring the thigh master.
He's got the blonde wig.
But what we're going to do is no matter how many Mrs. Ropers we get, we're going to get Mrs. Roper's dialogue up on our video screens and just have all of them yell their lines at the same time.
All right, we got to find some kind of termination of a gathering of Mrs. Ropers,
Yeah,
gaggle of geese. We need to think about that.
Rumor ropers.
Okay, I want Okay, I'm working on that. I want to spin it off from PKE Surge, and I want to call it something Surge, and I want to call it. See, what are
the Stanley?
We'll work on that.
The Stanley Surge. So,
the Keftan Surge. We're working on it. We're workshopping it. It's fine.
Hey, Kung Pao Kirby, Kung Pao Kirby, welcome to the chat. And she says, "Hey Joe, it's Sarah Rose." So,
oh, hey Sarah.
Yeah, welcome to the stream.
Our friend Sarah is part of an unofficial group at Dragon Con called they're doing an unofficial theater track. So but they're working on getting a full official theater track happening at the con. But in the meantime, they're spread across a bunch of tracks and they're doing panels for theater geeks. We, in fact, one of the nights we're hosting a Rent sing-along. And that's spread across several tracks. They're doing a bunch of other cool stuff.
Okay.
If you're a live performance nerd, like apparently I am. Anyway, it's fun stuff.
Awesome.
And,
but so I think, is this the first I've heard about me being involved in the table read?
It may be.
Yeah, live reaction. There you go.
Well, you're going to be with me wherever I go, and I'm going to be at the table read. So
you just let me know what you need me to do, Joe. I'm at your beck and call.
Yeah. And we've got other panels you can be on too. YouTube, we'll get something for you.
Yeah, I'll look at. Sure.
Just walk in the room and stick us on something, even if it's nothing
nothing I'm knowledgeable about. I can ramble.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, look at this.
The very first panel I ever did at Dragon Con that I was ever on was assigned to me, and it was a show that I had never seen.
Okay.
It was Andromeda, that Kevin Sorbo spaceship show. And luckily, one of the other guys on the panel had written novelizations of the show. Oh. So I just let him talk. It was great. Anyway, so also Thursday night, we're doing because of our table read, we're doing a panel on classic sci-fi sitcoms. Mm-hmm. Probably from the 80s, mostly. And of course, gosh, we'll go as far back as you need to. But my favorite Martian, Alf, Third Rock from the Sun. We'll go there. It'll be great. But our big capper on Thursday night is we're doing an alternative music MTV 120 minutes dance party.
I did hear about that.
Whoa.
Speaking of old and awesome,
what night is that?
Go ahead.
What night is that?
Thursday.
Okay.
We're doing it an hour and a half earlier than we did it last year because we are awesome.
That's right.
It's too late to be alternative.
It is.
Alternative rock isn't dead. It just goes to bed at a decent hour. There we go.
And last year we did a panel before the dance party started, and quickly we realized, let's just get to the dance party. Mm-hmm. So now there's no panel. We're just doing a thing. We're just doing the dance thing. So that's happening.
Chase says we still need a table read of the episode of the Dukes of Hazzard with the alien they called Little Cousin.
Oh, it's happening.
Joe's going to go print the script right after the live stream.
After this, we have. There's literally 90 years of television episodes we can do.
Right.
And so we Dukes of Hazzard is. I really want to do it. We did.
And there's
doesn't matter.
Katie says it's the worst episode ever.
But that's why it belongs on the track, right?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And we do panels about things that are of some quality, also maybe.
Right.
But we and another thing we're doing on I'm talking all about Thursday. I'll skip around. we're doing now our celebrity guest this year. And again, this is totally, we don't know who's going to show up or who will be able to show up, but Smallville and Heroes are our shows this year.
Mm-hmm.
And guests from both of those series are coming. Like Kristen Krug, who played Lana Lang on Smallville, will be here.
Right. Yeah.
And several of the heroes from the Heroes show will be here, and we'll do Q&As with them and fun stuff of that ilk. And we're doing anniversary panels of the show, the I guess comedy drama, Freaks and Geeks.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And we're doing it's called Every Ape I See, a celebration of apes in cinema history.
Stop. I'm sorry. I don't know why they got me.
Good. I don't know if there's an award for names of panels, but if there is, I should be grandfathered in as the winner.
I agree.
yeah.
Oh, good. I got it. I got Brock too.
And I was good. You're correct, Mitchell.
Hey, Mitchell.
Hello. It's like a mini Dragon Con.
If anyone needs to be in any of the panel for the singing of the TV theme songs, is that gentleman right there?
That's your man.
That gentleman right there.
Got to get Mitchell into the TV songs.
Oh, we're doing it Thursday night. He's got to be there.
He's got an album, by the way.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, we got it. Oh, I wish I could put my hands on it right now. I've got it somewhere on my
Mine's
computer.
in my CD case back over there.
Yeah. Where Mitchell sings the TV hits.
But our big panel that we're doing Friday night is let's see, it starts around 10:30 at night, but we are doing our charity movie lock-in.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What we do is we show an allegedly unpopular or bad movie, and we lock the door. If you want to leave, you have to donate to the Dragon Con charity.
Mm-hmm.
Which this year I believe is the Arthritis Foundation of Atlanta. But technically we can't officially kidnap you. That's illegal.
That's kind of frowned upon.
So really, you could leave without giving anything to the charity, but commit to the bit. Come on, people.
Right. We're gonna make you feel guilty if you don't.
Yeah. So we are.
Hang on,
we're going back to the
good information.
Chase says, I just learned the other day that the orangutan from Cannonball 2 is the same one from Every Which Way But Loose. Right turn, Clyde.
This is good information. We can use this at that panel.
Thank you, Chase.
Thank you, Chase. Always bringing the information.
Exactly.
And so anyway, that night, the movie we're watching is Miami Connection.
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't heard of this one.
I am not familiar with this.
It is from 1987. It is a martial arts epic.
Oh,
okay.
And he uses the term epic loosely now.
Yes. But to set the mood, to set the scene, before the movie, we're bringing in a band from Atlanta, who some of the members of the band are panelists or have been panelists for us, and the band is called Neon Warlords, and they are a synth rock band.
Ooh.
And they costume as if they're in the 80s, headbands, spandex. It's a whole deal.
Oh.
Okay.
And they're going to wear Dragon Sound t-shirts. Dragon Sound, the fictional band from Miami Connection. Delightful. In fact, in the chat, I'm going to put a video from Neon Warlords. Anyway, they're performing live, and then that's going to be our intro to the movie.
Fantastic. Katie said Miami Connection is rough but amazing. And what night is this?
This is Friday.
Friday night at 10:30.
Yep.
I got the parade that morning though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what? I may suffer for this year because now I'm interested in seeing this movie.
It is a delight.
Anyway,
Chase says anyone that leaves that movie
there's the
early is a
scathing review you
fool.
need.
And if you're in the chat, Joe
There you
has
go.
put the link to the video.
I'll put the trailer for Miami Connection in there too.
Yeah, like I said, just watch
Sure.
this when you're finished with us. You know,
Yeah,
hey, there you
after
go.
you're done with
Yeah,
the
don't
live
watch
stream,
it
y'all-
now.
Yeah, stay on here with Joe.
For goodness sake.
I mean, he's got Santa in the background showing his
Yeah.
backside.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. Y'all keep mentioning Santa.
Apparently, his Santa is portrayed by John Cena. I guess I don't know.
John
Oh.
Santa.
Oh, you guys,
Ho,
I
ho,
did
ho,
something
ho.
I'm very proud of. At my last pro wrestling show, I heard a little kid out in the crowd go, "I wonder if John Cena's going to be here." And we're just a little low. We can't afford John Cena.
Yeah.
We're at a local wrestling show over in Gadsden, Alabama.
Mhm.
Spartan Pro Wrestling. Look them up on the YouTubes.
Yes.
And come see us live in person.
Yes.
Anyway, different topic. So the kid said that, and I said, I'm the announcer, and I got on the mic and I said, I would like to let you guys know that John Cena is here tonight, but you can't see him. And I got it was kind of mixed cheers and boos at the same
Yes.
time. It was like a valley, peaks and valleys. And I said, King of Dad Jokes.
Yep.
That's me.
I mean, how could they disprove you, right?
Hey,
They
and-
can't.
Exactly. And fun fact, John Cena follows us on Twitter.
Yes.
What?
Yes,
Yeah.
he does. He is
Wonderful.
a follower of the Bama Geeks. Yes.
Yep.
Dad,
Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Indiana there with the dad jokes
Yeah.
with Joe, which
Yeah.
I think that plays into him winning all the sci-fi track names.
Right.
I think so.
Welcome in, Deanna.
Hold on. One.
Is
Yes.
this the Miami Connection trailer?
There it is. Boom.
All right. So look at
There it is.
there you go.
There you go. So Joe put the links in the chat, so make sure y'all go check those out after the live stream.
Yes.
See what you're in for at the sleepover.
So much. And I understand there are other things going on at Dragon Con. There are a lot of cool celebrity guests this year, like the full cast. I think most of the full cast of Resident Alien are going to be there. That
Yeah.
show is hilarious.
Yes.
And a bunch of more Star Trek people than I've seen in forever. Like the cast of Strange New Worlds.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I think a couple people from Lower Decks too, which is
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah.
That show is it's just chef's kiss. Mwah. But
we are
go ahead.
we have a cast photo, Strange New Worlds cast photo we've been building on each
Ooh.
year for the last 2 years with Dragon Con. We're gonna
Nice.
finish it with the exception of Rebecca Romaine.
This year.
Rebecca Romaine. So,
Yes.
We'll get her eventually.
eventually.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yes.
I hope so. She is one I would have been dying to meet for years.
She's got a lot of. We could get her for the X-Men. We could get her for
Yeah.
Librarians.
Right?
Yeah, she was in that.
Yeah.
We've got. She's got things. We'll run her down. We'll find her. That's
We will find you, Rebecca. We will get you to Dragon Con.
And some of the anniversaries this year that we're doing panels about are the Crow.
Oh.
Interestingly enough, no relation. And the Shadow, which is, I don't know, it's the Taylor Dane theme song to me is the best part. But and then of course Saturday night at 7, we're doing the 40th anniversary of Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have heard of them.
I think so. And kind of, sort of. Yeah.
But we are, you guys are going to show the movie right there in our track room for however many people we can squeeze in there. And I'm turning y'all loose. Y'all can do games and contests, and you guys do you.
Oh, that can be.
That's dangerous.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, but I am going to donate something. First of all, to the before your panel starts for auctioning it off for charity or whatever you would like. Custom Ghostbusters necktie.
Look at that, y'all.
Yep.
That is officially Joe Crowe worn apparel that's going up for auction at the panel.
Didn't you say you're going to wear it at your next wrestling promotion? So
I am, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it will have been ring worn at that point, and perhaps a bad guy may have grabbed the tie and wiped his sweat with it. So,
well, hey, look at this bonus stuff you're getting.
I was to say, look, we have
so
a lot
many
of
bonuses.
No study, exactly.
Hey, no study.
Chase is already in the lead.
Right
50 bucks right now.
There's you go. There's your opening bid.
All right. But yeah, so that's happened, and in addition to the Ghostbusters necktie, every year we for charity, in addition to the escaping from the lock-in movie, we do a panel called Roll a Panel. And we have a cool guy. His name is Joe Gazinski, and he is I believe he is a Ghostbuster in Indiana, maybe.
Okay.
But he is part of their group up there, and he.
Deanna bids $50 for Joe to keep it.
Nice. But anyway, he makes customized 20-sided die. They're giant. And do I have one? I don't have one at hand. Anyway.
It's such an eye-catching thing because it's one of the first things I look for every time I go into the panel room. I always look for that die.
It's like that. It's about that same size too. But what we do is we get a group of movies.
That was Canadian.
$50 Canadian, so that's like $28.50, I think. I still so every year we pick a whatever anniversary year we're covering, and we'll do a roller panel on the movies from that year that we did not have time to do full panels on. This year it's 1984, which covers a ton.
Yes. Yes.
And then we're going to auction off that 20-sided die, and I believe we I don't want to guarantee this. I think it's happening. I'll let it be a surprise if it actually happens, but I'm going to go and spoil it anyway. We're doing a custom Ghostbusters 20-sided die.
Okay.
Scenes and characters from the first movie.
Okay.
All right.
So
then.
I think it's going to look super great.
Okay.
And y'all are going to dig it.
All right. So just go ahead and take some of the money that we've got set aside for autographs and reserve it for this. I want to bid on this.
Yeah. Most definitely. Yes, absolutely.
And y'all can bid on me to keep it too, if you don't want.
Then we can
Here's
work
$20.
out something.
Take it home.
We'll roll you for it.
Yeah. But guys, so much fun. I love getting together with Ev. This is the thing about Dragon Con, and you guys have talked about it. It's found family.
Yes.
It's a community that in the olden times, you could only see them once a year, probably. But now with the interwebs, you can connect with people like we're doing right now. You can connect with them all year round. And that's what I love about doing live video panels. That's what I love about Dragon Con. And, community is what pulls big old nerds together. And a lot of us, me included, did not have that when we were in high school, maybe.
Yeah.
I had like legit 2 nerd friends in high school. And they're still my buds today. But that was all. And now I've got a handful more buddies that I do nerd stuff with. And it's just the best thing. Dragon Con is where you can get together and find people, find a clutch, a gaggle, if you will, of fellow nerds and geeks.
Yeah. Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head with that. for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got.
And well, some of us meet their future husbands and wives at
Some of us,
DragonCon.
that does happen. Yeah. Sometimes people, meet, then a couple of years after that, sometimes they get engaged at Dragon Con. So, those things do happen. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm told it happens.
Mhm.
The only thing is we didn't get married at Dragon Con.
Oh, so I have a story about that.
Okay.
This was years ago, maybe turn of the century. At the masquerade, which happens either, I think, Sunday night. But the big costume contest at Dragon Con every year, tons of people. A lady did a Catwoman cosplay, like Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And it was good, and she was cracking the whip and doing the thing, and a dude comes out and proposes to her on the stage, and she says yes. It's very sweet. Good luck to him 24 years later, maybe. Let me ask you guys this. Do you think he was dressed in a Batman costume?
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, for effect, I'm saying no, because it would be the obvious for Big Batman.
was he dressed like Catwoman too?
That would have been better. He was dressed as just a medieval peasant.
Okay.
Look, if you know your future fiance is dressed as Catwoman, it's pretty easy to decide what to wear in public, unless perhaps the Catwoman did not know you were going to propose.
Yeah.
But because I got to say, I've never been Catwoman.
I just can't understand why.
If I can get in the Catwoman frame of mind, if I'm going to be proposed to,
Yeah.
I want it to be a guy dressed as Batman, for goodness sake.
Or you know what? You could be like me. One year, I'm just sitting there minding my business, and the inebriated Elsa thought I was her husband.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drunk Elsa.
What?
Dressed like Hades from Hercules. I was in my button-down Ghostbuster T-shirt, hanging out there. But hey,
Nice.
so you never know. You could be
Go.
confused for someone's husband.
Go. We talked about that on a previous episode. If you go back and look through our past episodes on here, you will see the thumbnail of drunk Elsa
Right up there, right next
chit
to
chatting
Bo.
with Bo.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
We're all
Deanna says-
Catwoman in our hearts.
That is
Joe,
true.
we're all Catwoman.
Joe, I would have to say, I think you're more Julie Newmar though than Michelle Pfeiffer.
Thank you.
Yeah, see?
She's a classy lady.
She is. Chase says Dragon Con is why I got a job at Trauma, which is how I got into TV news for 20 years. But more than that, I've met the best friends I've ever had, and it absolutely is a family reunion, except I like them.
Man, that means a lot right there.
yeah.
That
That
means
is
a
a
lot.
strong difference there.
Chase is definitely. I met him at Dragon Con, and I guess 09, and he's one of my favorite people of all time. Love Chase.
That's good, dude.
Like I said, I look forward to every year spending a lot of time sitting in a hotel floor with people I only see in person once a year. It's like beyond the program where you're doing. Like I said, we'll gush about it as always. Like it's like there's people I've known my whole life, which I love them, still care for them. But like I said, the core group that I really like to see every year is Labor Day weekend. That's what I tell my work. I'm like, hey, any other holidays fair game, Labor Day's mine.
Yeah.
Y'all can have it.
Yeah, they know it work. They know it work every year that this is where I'm going to be, and this is what Labor Day weekend means to me now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So outside of the times that you have told us about in the American Sci-Fi Classics room, what else is going on? Like the rest of the time?
Oh gosh. I'll hit the highlights. Let's see.
There's usually somebody always in there, though, right? Namely you.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You and Gary.
Our friend Gary. Yeah, we're always one of the two of us is always running through there. We are doing a live reading of a choose your own adventure book.
Oh,
One of those old books from the 70s and 80s where you would
have a set.
If you turn to page 37, you might get killed by an orc,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and the audience gets to choose which page we turn to.
Fun.
Oh, that's great.
That's happening Sunday afternoon. And in fact, that's like 2 panels before the table read.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And then Sunday night, we are doing a one of our frequent panelists is Daniel Griffith, he works with Shout Factory, and does he puts together DVD features like documentaries and stuff. And he produced a documentary about the 1984 Dune movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an anniversary year for that. So he is going to show this documentary on Sunday night about the 1984 Dune, which is relatively topical, except there's no Timothy Chalamet in the 1984 one.
Yeah.
Or Batista, but some people anyway. Sting is in the and not that Sting,
not the wrestlers. Yeah.
Oh, that would be great. Look, I assume they're friends. I assume there's.
You share a name, you have to be.
Yes.
I know, and I may be mistaken. I know years ago in some wrestling magazine that there was a photo where Sting and Sting were together, and the musician Sting had face paint, and the other Sting was playing drums. I think that is a real thing that happened. It could be, maybe I'm making it up completely. I don't think I am though.
And
no, go ahead. What are you guys? Okay, obviously you guys got Ghostbusters stuff, PKE surge going on the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else are y'all going to be doing?
That's it.
Yeah, that's
it.
the only celebrity. I mean, I got the Star Trek folks I want, but my main celebrity is I want Danny Trejo. I need his autograph on something.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a I bring it on. I brought up. I have a picture. A couple years ago, Call of Duty did a zombies map that it was like a tribute to like all those actors or whatever, and it was it's called Call of the Dead, but it was a tribute to like a Romero movie, and it had of course it's George Romero was like a monster himself in it, but you had George Romero. The picture I've got, it's currently signed by George Romero, Michael Rooker, Robert England, and then Danny Trejo. There after Danny Trejo, I'll have one left to go, which will be Sarah Michelle Gellar. So I need Dragon Con to get her eventually too. But Danny Trejo is one of is my must get autograph in person I meet this year. But I mean, he's Machete. How do you not
Machete? Don't text, Bo.
Exactly.
For goodness sake.
But if Dragon Con does not get Sarah Michelle Gellar, she does the occasional private signing because I was able to get.
I'm just nervous about mailing my stuff off. That's just me. And I also like the being in person thing. That's just me.
Shay says Joe Crowe is the Joe Cornette of Dragon Con, only nicer and without the tennis racket.
I could get a tennis racket.
Yeah.
And Roberto. That's why we're not popping your comments on screen right now, is because you are quite a few minutes behind the conversation.
Try either refreshing your browser, or if you're watching on mobile, try that too. Close it.
You can hit
that does that sometimes.
Yeah, you can hit the live button on there and catch up. I'd love to include your comments, but
and keep in mind that the signals coming from you have to go to space first. And then
that's right, Mr. Roboto.
As far as I mean, we're good. We do the Dragon Con. We're gonna do wrestling. Attend the wrestling show on Thursday night, and Rikishi is coming to Dragon Con, which I'm super excited about.
No stink face.
Yeah, no stink face though. But so that Thursday night,
I can make it happen. I think I can make it happen.
We're good.
Joe Crowe, the science bro.
If she only
But we-
knew what my grades in science were in school.
Um,
No, I'm excited to meet Rikishi. I don't know how to make this work. I wanna get him. I will pay him Canadian money. I will pay him Deanna's Canadian money to get him to do a promo for my little wrestling company. I think that would be sweetness.
You know, he's got his own little wrestling school out there, and
I'm just saying you
San
could maybe ask him.
Francisco, too.
You could maybe ask him to do it for The Rock. That seems to work.
No,
The Rock, yeah.
Or do it for the people, you know.
Hey, we got Tara Strong to do our intro, so surely you can.
That would be super cool. In fact, a wrestling Spartan Wrestling is running the weekend that I'm at Dragon Con. I'm like, you guys know what I do that weekend. But they're going to do a show. And I'm you know what I'm going to do is there's a wrestling. Oh, Deanna. Oh, that scares me.
Got an idea for you.
Oh boy. But there is a wrestling cosplay group, and I think their photo shoot is Thursday.
Yeah.
So if I can't find Rikishi, I am gonna. There you go, big boss man. Thank you.
It'd be perfect too. Yeah.
Chase said, "I'll do a promo for you in my big boss man cosplay for free."
That's
a bargain.
I am so in. Chase, this is happening. Yeah, I got plans already. This is all working out. And I'm not going to be running crazy for 24 hours a day at all. Not true. I'm totally going to be doing that.
So you say.
It's I get a few hours sleep.
Yeah. Don't we all though? I mean, you really don't sleep at Dragon Con either. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do.
If you recharge, you're awesome. That's what you do.
Yeah. I'm so awesome that I don't need sleep. No, I run on caffeine and just anarchy the whole time.
Adrenaline.
We need
adrenaline.
Like I say, we need to install a Jax where all the older folks could be in the table drinking coffee to recharge there for the next section.
Yeah,
but it's I think of it as performing, and I'm basically doing improv for 5 days in a row, all the time. Oh, there's my buddy Joe.
Oh,
there's Joe.
Okay.
Hey,
so sorry, I'm late to the chat. I was working on the Ghostbusters chat. I'm the membership liaison of Ghostbusters Virginia. Yeah, a 501c3 registered charity recognized by Sony's Ghost Corps. Absolutely.
Nice.
Okay.
Joe, in case you don't know us, we're with the Alabama Ghostbusters. So yeah, awesome. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by.
That's our D20 guy. So,
very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, very fun. I like to American Sci-Fi Classics track and Bama Geeks, just bringing people together.
Yeah,
that's right.
Hey, that's what we do.
Yeah.
And let's say, while we got our Ghostbuster people here, we'd be remiss. Do we want to kind of give a quick rundown of what we're doing for Surge?
Yeah.
You know what? I meant to pull up the graphic before the podcast started, and I just absolutely failed.
Well, that's where I was kind of going to go into next.
Do you have the graphic? If not, I'll run into the group and pull it up.
Yeah, you go ahead. No, that's just what I was going to lead into. We do. We've done the 80s prom on Thursday nights. That's at the Court Inland. Not sure if they're doing that yet this year or not. I hadn't heard anything or seen anything, but I do plan to attend the Dragon Con Wrestling Thursday night for the first time. I haven't been to Dragon Con Wrestling since I've been going, so this is my first year to go and see that. So yeah, fun. Hopefully, Xavier Woods is going to be hanging out.
Gosh. Yeah,
he needs to get injured on the next Raw episode coming up, so that he can take off for injury to come to Dragon Con like he does. So, but we'll kind of Friday. Brock and I usually try to do our autographs and walk of fame stuff on Friday and get that knocked out. Then we're gonna lead into our PKE Surge activities for Friday night. There you go.
Really?
We have a theme.
Hey.
It's country western. You can interpret that country and western however you want. Wild West.
Have both kinds of music.
Yeah, both kinds, country and western.
Nice.
some people are like, well, do you mean Wild West? Yeah, you can do that. Do you mean Hee Haw? Yes, absolutely. You can do that. So, it's got a broad theme to it. So that is Friday night. And then Saturday, of course, we have the parade. The Ghostbusters always have a showing in the Dragon Con parade on Saturday.
And if you are in the Ghostbusters fandom and want to be in the parade with the Ghostbusters, then what you need to do is come to the Mixer on Friday night, and that's where the that's where we hand out the parade wristbands and all. Katie's,
I love that.
I love this. She said, "Y'all, I'm getting ready to rhinestone my spirit pack."
Perfect.
Weehaw!
No point trapping. We be rhinestoning.
Or as we heard on a video from Tennessee today, yee yee.
Yeah.
Oh, are y'all really?
Oh,
Chase says Ron and I will be doing a Smokey and the Bandit thing for our costumes. Perfect.
Nice.
I'm so glad to hear
Oh,
that.
I can't wait to see this.
Mm.
when I get home, I'm gonna slap your mom.
So, go ahead, Jess. What?
No, yes, as you were saying, mention that too. Yes, you need to come to the Mixer on Friday in order to get your wristband for the parade for Saturday morning. Then, as Joe was mentioning, Saturday evening that we will have the showing, the Ghostbusters, to signify or to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the movie. We'll be showing that on Saturday night, thanks to American Sci-Fi Classics track. And on Sunday, we all get together at the Mellow Mushroom and we have lunch with each other. So that's just a little rundown of these Surge events for 2024.
Maybe they can just be on lunch. We have the awards. So, like, if you have some kind of, like, we're going to have an award for the best country western costume for that night, and it's like all awards for participation. And like, if you're within the Ghostbuster community, like it's something to really strive for. Like, it's a very, the people who do the acknowledgement of the awardship are good people that recognize, hey, somebody who deserves that award. And I'm trying to not over
yeah
it. Yeah, it's something, if you can participate in it, do it, please.
Yeah. Did you talk about the scavenger hunt?
No, I was gonna go into that, but
okay.
You can go ahead if you want to.
No, you're doing fine, honey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we also have a scavenger hunt that takes place on Dragon Con weekend. Thanks to Ron Daniels. He does a good job at putting together that scavenger hunt.
Sponsored by Daniel's Law.
Daniel's Law, LLC. So yeah. Look,
Roberto, Joe, out of curiosity, what's with the Santa in the background?
Where's he?
When did you see that actually, Roberto?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he's live now.
What are you talking about?
So yeah, scavenger hunt. Stop by the fan table down in the Hyatt. Those clues will be available Friday, and you got to complete them by 11 o'clock Sunday morning. I know Sunday morning is kind of rough for everybody, but the first 50 complete entries will win a prize.
Yep, and it's the fun little scavenger hunt. I always enjoy doing it every year.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely if you're coming to Dragon Con and you're a Ghostbusters fan and want to partake in all of this, please come join us for every one of these. We have such a great time. And
if you don't have an outfit for Friday, please don't let that exclude you from stopping by. I mean, that is just, we want you to come and interact. It's not a requirement. It's just a little fun theme that we always try to put together every year, some kind of theme for PKE Surge weekend.
Which I'm sure if you're a collector of the ribbons, which has become a big thing, I'm sure there'll be plenty of Ghostbuster themed ones there you can get. So, if you want to add to your never-ending ribbon collection, go with that'll be one thing to be there for.
Yeah.
Oh, ribbons everywhere. Man, I had the Dragon Con ribbons group on Facebook. I had to mute them.
Yeah, they get a little excited this time of year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Granted, it's about this time of year I actually mute all the Dragon Con groups outside of Joe's. I
Right.
keep in touch with Joe's,
Thank you.
but
Well,
yeah.
Joe, you're not posting, endless postings of your cosplay lineup for the
I
weekend.
am not doing that because
Respectfully, I appreciate everyone's enthusiasm, but I'm pretty sure I will probably not run into you, especially if you're not within my circle of people I know.
We know people who do that, love and enjoy it. So,
Oh yeah.
no
Oh,
knock
yeah.
on that. It's just we know the crowds at Dragon Con, and there is
Yeah.
a slim chance people are going to find you.
Yeah.
at wrestling last year, where I saw Bo and Brock, I was there. There were a couple of wrestlers on the show that I know that I've worked with, and they were looking for me, and I could not find them, and we were in the same room.
Yeah. Well, it's a big room, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of people in there.
That's
Like,
Dragon
get
Con.
there early if you want close. Get there early. I mean, it's still, you can sit anywhere and have a good seat, but get there early if you can.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of fun last year. That was my first time going.
It's
But,
it's everything. Like it's a great. It's an indie vibe show in a fun way, and like some of the wrestlers are dressed like other wrestlers, so it just adds another level to it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Chase said, I noticed there are a couple of other GB panels and other tracks. No hate meant towards them at all, but
Mhm.
American Sci-Fi Classics is the real Ghostbusters
There
panel.
you go.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. And has been for ages.
Mhm.
So the PKE Search official panel is always in American Sci-Fi Classics.
We're the best.
We're the oldest. We're the most awesome.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah. But I'm so glad you guys are coming. I will see you all in a few weeks, and I will see everybody in the chat. Even if you're not coming to Dragon Con, I know where you live.
Hey, Phil.
There's Phil.
Yo.
There's Phil.
See ya.
Phil says, yo. So if anybody's, we'll hang up for, you got a couple of minutes, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll hang up for a couple more minutes. We'd like to, if you got any questions for Joe, we'd like to get those up there for him. If you've any questions about Dragon Con at all, you've got a lot of Dragon Con vets here, both here and in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
So Phil says, you finally made a live
We
one.
are so glad you're here.
Yeah,
Phil.
buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you for dropping by.
See you in a couple of weeks.
Cannot wait to see Phil.
Phil and Jamie.
Yeah.
Phil and Jamie.
Man.
Well, maybe think like so. We're sitting here talking here while some people are bringing some questions. All right, maybe they were Crow, but Joe. One of my favorite things about Dragon Con is eating the restaurants I can't go. What is your favorite restaurant you can only have at Dragon Con?
Oh, there you go.
Gibney's right across the street from the Marriott. Chili
Really?
dogs at 2 a.m.
The only time you can escape the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you have to go for the late night eats, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I kind of work in panels that I'm not involved in around dinner time
Mm-hmm.
so that I can be like, oh, wow, look at the time.
Yeah.
You
And
guys
he's
do your
out of there
thing.
like William Shatner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Watch out. He may run you over.
Indeed. No,
Get
Gibney's
Kobayashi
is-
Maru for some chili dogs.
Yeah. If Gibney's is still there, then I'm in it.
Hmm.
Oh,
Katie's-
very sweet.
Katie said, I just wanted to tell Joe I really enjoyed the In Memoriam panel that maybe happened just once or twice a few years ago.
We did that when we did a panel about, I think, Leonard Nimoy when he passed away. That was the first In Memoriam panel we did. And I remember saying to the audience, well, we just wanted to do this because of all the other stuff he had done besides Star Trek. We assume that the Trek track did a Leonard Nimoy tribute panel, and somebody in the audience went, no, they didn't. So we kind of saw an opening there, and so we started doing tribute panels to, I think the next year we did Carrie Fisher.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then we started looking, and sadly the sci-fi actors and sci-fi adjacent people who passed away throughout the year, the list is so long.
Mhm.
And after a couple of years, the whole panel turned into less of a in memoriam thing and a reading the list of the dead, and we had it just kind of got to be a bummer.
Yeah.
So one of our buddies, who is all a frequent panelist of ours, just moved it to his podcasts, and so now around DragonCon time, he just does the yearly list of, and no offense to my buddy Kevin Eldridge and his podcast, but it's a bummer then too.
Well, see, now this year, I mean, with John Cleese, that's who's going to be there. You can bring out your
Bring
dad.
out the dead.
Oh.
Bring out your dead.
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect.
I want to be somewhere near John Cleese. I don't think I'll be able to get close.
That was a
But,
big
oh my
get for this.
gosh.
That was a big get for this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We got
Crazy.
So going back to restaurants, Chase had Who's
Yep.
and
Of course.
Big Kahuna and Trader Vic's. Absolutely.
Big
On the
Kahunas.
cruise.
I've been having that on my list every year since I've been going, and I keep forgetting to go every year.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'm the same way about Trader Vic's. I have never been, and I keep saying it's right there. I've never gotten down there.
Ours is Max Loggers.
Mm-hmm.
Max Lager's
Ooh, I
always a good
love that
choice.
place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one place that and Who's we
Who's Mm-hmm.
that we've got to go.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Who's Max Lager? Mm-hmm.
And it's off site, but I always try to at least try to go to the Vortex every few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually when we hit up on we've hit up on the way out
Mhm.
out of town. Yeah.
When my some people who've listened to the podcast, my son had a cardiac event earlier in May, and so we were coming back from the hospital in Atlanta. We drove right past Vortex. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
At least I'm not old enough to get in there yet.
You're right. Oh,
Yeah, Chase.
No.
Oh my gosh. First of all, let's palate cleanse with Phil saying he hadn't been to Max Loggers in a few years. You need to join us this
You
year,
need to
Phil.
fix
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Try to get with us.
And Chase, the Claremont Lounge.
You do your own research on that.
Yeah.
We're not touching that one.
Yeah, just go ahead and type it into the Googles right now.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised at what you'll see.
Clear that browser history afterwards. So
I see here that Chase called it the Claremont Lounge. It's not about the X-Men. There are well,
Well,
okay. Good night, everybody.
oh me. Well, if you've enjoyed hanging out with us for the past hour, we invite you to follow us on social media. We're everywhere. You can find us on every platform at Bama Geeks. If you're on Facebook and you want to stop in and have fun conversations like this, just search the Bama Geeks Front Porch on Facebook. And we also have memberships available, $5 a month. And with Patreon's pricing that they're about to start doing for iOS and Apple Pay members, we might lower that price. Who knows? Read
Never
up on
know.
that if you haven't yet. But patreon.com/Bama Geeks. And also you can join our YouTube channel. If you're on a desktop, just look for the join button below. And if you're not on a desktop, you can look in the description of the video. That's got a link to it there.
Hey, real quick, while you're talking YouTube, while everybody here who's watching, if you do us a favor, even if, like I said, hit the like button for this.
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
Add that.
please.
That'll add to the YouTube algorithm warlords and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Please hit the like button. And we appreciate everybody commenting tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are eternally grateful for everybody who stops by, and definitely tell your friends about us. Tell your mom and them about us. We are here every 2 weeks.
Thanks, Phil.
Yeah.
This is my favorite Surge shirt. I have 2 of them, and just in case one of them ever wears out for me. I love this one.
Yeah, we are here every couple of weeks live, and yeah. And I didn't say what you're referencing.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Chase said props to Bo for wearing a 13-year-old shirt. I still have mine from 09, my
That's
original
the
one.
only year I don't have one from.
And thank you, Phil. Appreciate it. Thanks for the like and all. We have a good time. Our because of work schedules and everything, we do these every other week. Now, for the next episode, it will actually, the live stream might just be Kevin when he's back. He's tossed up the idea of doing a solo stream because we'll all be at Dragon Con.
All of us will be at
Maybe
Dragon Con. Most of you will be at Dragon Con.
Yeah, if we get a signal, maybe we can pop in or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully so. If not, though, if you're not going to Dragon Con, come hang out with Kevin. We'll be back here again. Should be at 8:00 Central. That first Sunday night in September 1st, actually, I think. That should be if Kevin decides to do that. Chase says that's his favorite shirt too. Katie says, "Bless Kevin, he's a good guy."
Yes,
and Chase is only joking.
Yeah,
Kevin. No, Kevin does some really good stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think the last time none of us could join him, he did a really fun episode. So, yeah, so Kevin will be here hopefully. If not, we'll be back a couple of weeks after that. But definitely, again, tell everybody about us and like the video. And if you're coming on here after the stream is over, leave comments. We always go back and see what everybody adds to the previously viewed videos. So podcatchers, the audio form of this will release Wednesday morning. If you want to catch it there and listen to all of us ramble again. And don't forget, Joe's tie that he is wearing right now will be up for auction during the Ghostbusters panel Saturday night at Dragon Con, 7:00 Eastern time.
And if not, go watch Miami Connection and pay to leave, but still watch it.
Yes.
Go ahead, just drop. You can still watch it if you just drop your money.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to leave.
You don't have to leave.
Yeah.
You've got an idea now for me now, since y'all have the Miss Ropers. We need a Fury of Furleys. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, that's
wow.
Give it time. That could be that could be put together. Yeah.
A Jungle of Jacks.
Jungle of Jacks.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Yeah.
A clan of Christies.
A chase of Chrissy's, since he's going to be doing it. That's what it's a chase of Chrissy's.
Oh, me. Well, anything else you want to promote while we're here, Joe, before we call it a night?
We're on, just follow us on the Facebook for all of our shenanigans. Facebook.com/groups/American Sci-Fi Classics. And we've got a bunch of virtual panels on YouTube that we're going to be doing more of, like this very one that you're watching here. We started doing those during the pandemic. And then we, against our better judgment, we didn't stop. And so we've got a bunch of those. And I thought I would put the link to that in the chat. You can join our little group over there.
Yeah, go right ahead.
But yeah, I would love to see all you guys. Can't wait to see all you guys at the Dragon Con.
We can't wait either. And man, I can't believe it's this close, but we're going to have a good time. But again, please like, subscribe. If you're listening to the audio feed, please leave us a 5-star rating and leave us a review if you'd like. We'd appreciate that. Anything you can do to help get the Bama Geeks info out there is appreciated.
They don't do anything at Bama Geeks that's less than 5 stars.
That's right.
Thank you, Joe.
Joe actually made this a 6-star show. So
do it
for Joe.
6-star show, yeah.
We're going to wrap it up. Joe, thank you again so much for being with us and joining us. And we hope to have you on again very soon after you get some rest after Dragon Con.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, awesome. Good stuff.
Awesome. Well, for Bo and Jess, I'm Brock. We're the Bama Geeks. And for Kevin, we'll see Kevin soon, I hope. Safe trip home. And we will catch you guys again very soon.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Bye.